I'd probably go with a chill Samsung one. I don't like aggressive sounds.
What about the Jurassic Park ringtone?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing me? I'd probably die in my sleep.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is the Starlight Expedition's Pokerole, our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign. Chapter 1, Episode 14, Should We Stay or Should We Go? Again, this is running with Pokerole, a tabletop system made by the fans. We are using version 1.x because we're not really sure where it is between their initial release and their 2.0 release. Anyways, I am joined by multiple other streamers. Do make sure you go check them all out. There are links to them down in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, or right here in the chat if you're watching here.
Beginnings.
Thank you for that follow, Little Lyoko. So far, we already have a Curse of Junk and a Trap card played. But we're going to go ahead and start with introductions, beginning with Rygon.
Hello, my name is Rygon from the channel Rygon Plays. I am the storyteller for this Pokerole campaign. The universe is of my creation, more or less, and my job is to help the players navigate through it. That means that I will tell them the consequences of their actions, I will be playing NPCs, and I will be describing the environments and situations that they get up to. I hope that you all enjoy the stream, and I look forward to seeing you all here.
Next up, we have Amos.
Hi, I'm Wernimal, and I play Amos, the Growlithe. And, we'll see what interesting shenanigans this fluffy doggo gets up to tonight.
Then Azurith.
Greetings all, I am Arthur Daywin and I play Azurith the jangmo-o, who's an off-color jangmo than the normal ones. I am also the owner of the channel Arthur Dayu over on Twitch and over on YouTube, in which I am recording this as well. So hello to YouTube on both Zim's and mine.
Next up,
Yes.
he is not here today, but Seda BDA does normally play Dart, the steel ground type Rockruff. And then I, of course, am Zim, RA_ZIM, here on Twitch. And I play Jet, the ghost electric type Rockruff. Jolene. Seda will not be here at all tonight. He is currently at MFF.
He's at Big Fluffy for con time.
Hey.
Jolene?
One second. My mic is being a bit weird. Let me fix my cord. There we go. I started to talk. There we go. I am Demon God Linden. I sometimes stream, and I play the Jolene, the Milcery, who is everybody in the group's mother at this point. She's very protective of the group, and you don't want to hurt her babies.
And lastly, there is Argus.
Hi, I'm Orem. I play Argus, the Scaredy Cat Tyrant, and I am the owner of 2 cookies.
You have to give one of them to me. And
Nope,
then split
it's
yours
for
in
Linda.
half, give it to Zim, and I split mine in half and give it to Jolene.
No, Jolene gets one of my cookies, and I get the other cookie. Zim already has a cookie.
Oh,
All right.
thank
you.
Well, let's go ahead and turn the recap over to, I think, Amos.
Well, we should probably mention the special features of the stream.
Good point. So, if you donate to my channel, there is a donation goal that can be completed, which will implement something that Rygon has come up with. In this for this evening, the donation goal is titled Insert Drama. Also, if you donate to Rygon or Arzadeyu, you do get some of the Sable Crowns, which are a currency over on my channel that can be used for Ethereal Influence. Ethereal Influence can be used to make all manner of things happen in the game. And then we also have Stream Loots cards that you guys can use as well. Those that were watching already, well, you probably would have seen that we've already had 3 of those cards played tonight. Curse of Junk. There was the Curse of Junk, the Trap, and a Storyteller reroll. Toshime
tipped $15.
Thank you so very much for that donation. Tier 1 has been completed. And Tier 2.
Alright. Oh shit. I actually have to do stuff now.
Alright. Now I think Amos could start with his with the recap.
All right, we'll see if I remember everything. So, I remember at the beginning of last time, we were still in that room in the other house. And after finding our little Rado friend, Ethan, and talking to him for a bit, finding some nice loaves of bread to snack on, we decided we've had enough of this building and all of its...
One moment. Orem, would you please mute yourself?
Sorry, I didn't know I was making noise.
Alright, so yeah, we then decided we've had enough of this building and decided to go take a nice break for the day back at the house that we're staying at. And on the way, we see some swirly snow happen, or I mean powdered water. Something like fell from the sky, and we all ended up switched bodies for a little bit, and that was an interesting experience for everyone, which Dart was definitely not happy about, and was big upsetty. And after we all switched back, we all kind of talked about... I don't remember everything, but Zim went to... Sorry, brain's still half working. Jet went to talk to Dart about... Since Dart was upset while the rest of us kind of hung around the house doing various things. And that's where I think I left. That's as much as I remember. I might be leaving some stuff out.
What did Dart find?
I remember there was something in that room. I forget. What did he find?
Dart found 3 small holes within the chimney aspect. Like within the chimney.
Yeah, there was 3 small holes, and they could talk through it to the bottom floor.
Mm-hmm. Then I believe right around there is when you stepped out, right?
Yeah, then I had to leave at that point.
All right, I'll go and I'll finish up the recap then. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. The team then discovered themselves a small puzzle. And after much searching and manipulating of things in the house, they were eventually able to figure out that by putting a pool ball, the white pool ball specific, into the mouth of the statue, they were able to unlock a slot which gave them a single device, as well as scraps of silver paper. They were able to then insert this device into one of the holes in the chimney wall, and they were able to receive a small click. Before they were able to do that, though, they got up to all sorts of shenanigans, including Jet falling through the chimney and becoming a little sooty pup, and trying to lift a grate with a rope, which unfortunately did not work as the grate had very small holes. Now that they have managed to succeed in part of that puzzle, what are our heroes to do? Oh, and at the very end, they also discovered something terrible. They found a piece of paper within the attic that described that somebody who had been helping them up until now, Martinez, may actually be a killer. Something that Doc confirmed. Now, what do you all do? Everyone should be more or less gathered in the living room. I believe
So-
everyone's either in the living room or you're all upstairs. That's right.
I think we were in the
Let's
living
just-
room.
Well, somebody, I think, put in the little lock bit, didn't they? Or did we have the discussion about Martinez?
We had a discussion about
Yeah.
Martinez, what to do and such.
All right, then
Yeah.
everyone to the living room.
I forget what happened. I didn't watch the video. Funny enough.
All right. So we have clearly so right now we've figured out that there's a danger from this Martinez, potentially. However, there are also a lot of secrets in this house that have not been answered yet. As well as the house next door, those ruins. I would personally say we should figure out what's going on. We should finish up with all of this. Maybe try to get some more information out of Doc. And then we could consider possibly packing up and heading out. But what do the rest of you think?
I agree with that. We should definitely check out that building some more and try to figure out as much as we can before we head out.
Maybe we should lay a trap, and then if he is a bad guy, we can hang him up.
Sounds too complicated.
But if
But
he's
I
a
have
good guy,
trap
he
in
just
the
hung
back
up some.
door. Well, I mean the trap makes them hang in a bag, and when he'll be stuck in the bag, and then we'll be safe.
Don't think it's gonna hold him well. Considering how long it's been and how easily he was able to dispatch of other guild members alone. I think we should get out of here as soon as possible. We're not safe alone like this.
Maybe we can find another house.
Well,
I'm inclined to agree. I don't particularly feel safe around here anymore. But, I admit there are some secrets that we haven't fully uncovered here. So maybe it would be good to at least finish up with what we were trying to do. But, getting out of here as soon as we can would be the best.
I do agree on that. I very much think that we should indeed get out of here soon, but not before we do finish up. Like, we don't know enough about this Martinez. And if he found us here and is planning to kill us, he's most likely watching us anyways. So if we do leave the house, who's to say he's not gonna follow? And where are we going to go to find other people, anyways?
So we should probably keep a watch. Also, I call the room with no window now. That way he can't watch me.
And I agree with keeping watch, but this guy, like, we don't know what his motives are. Like, maybe we just are just being paranoid about this.
Well, darling, I want to point out we did find a wanted, a God, I cannot word. I'm missing the word. Poster. That's the word. A wanted poster. It usually, if you're not guilty, they don't put things out like that. And while there is a possibility that maybe they were killing in self-defense, it said that we have learned that they have at least killed multiple guild members. I don't think that we should. I think we should tread lightly and not trust him completely, even if we do find more information.
I will say that Doc seemed surprised about him leaving us the gifts and such to help us. It did not seem like that is the typical behavior for this Martinez. We could be dealing with someone else that just has the same name, for all we know. And again, the only people that we know that they've killed are people that, or at least that we know a possible reason for, are people that were threatening them.
Maybe? What if we could get a chance to just talk? That's it.
I agree. I would like the chance to talk with either Doc and get more information, or this individual and maybe find out their side of the story.
I agree with that.
There's also the bag. We have a bag from that we were told not to open.
What exactly did the note say on that bag?
Pretty much exactly that. Just keep it in the house. Don't open it. That sort of stuff.
Hmm.
So, what do we do with it? Do we just leave it be? And when we do leave the house, do we just leave it?
I would
So we
probably
just-
say so.
We just hide it somewhere in the house.
I personally say we just leave it be, leave it where it is. Not necessarily hidden, but just sitting there. I mean, there could be some sort of trap on it. I don't really know, but either way, I'd say it's better if we don't mess with it.
Yeah, with all the
Does-
crazy shit that's happened the past few days, I say don't chance it.
Exactly. But we're not gonna get anything done sitting here discussing about this. I do feel we should get ready to leave here, but I want to make sure that we've covered as much as we can before we do.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
I am inclined to agree that we should not mess with the bag. We do not want to risk angering the individual, especially if with the chance of them being a killer. And I agree that we should be getting ready to leave and make sure we finish up with whatever we might need to do in this house. Just let's not dilly-dally. Let's make sure we get quick and efficient about it. We do not want to risk a chance meeting that could turn poorly.
We have weather warning played, Rygon.
Oh, goodness. All three of them already.
Four.
Junk. Well, the reroll I don't count, but the
Oh,
junk, trap, and weather. Those are the triad of DM has to do stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
Or
of
at least
which,
sometime.
as you all are in the middle of your conversation, you can hear the front door click.
The
Argus is jumping in the hole in the couch.
Azurith is turning his head to the door and mutters, "Wasn't it blocked?"
You know, I love how you insist that you are super big, and then when you want to hide, suddenly you can fit into this tiny hole in the couch.
Argus will find a way.
Right.
I have to agree with Jet on this one.
Yeah, that hole's not big enough for Argus. I'm
Well, he's going to
100%
hide
sure.
under the couch cushions then.
Right under the couch.
Yes,
Couch is just shaking on top of your massive body.
he's hiding under the couch cushions. Not very well. His horns are probably poking out of the hole, but he's hiding. Because, he thinks it's Martinez.
Martinez.
Same
Jet is
thing.
going to carefully go over and look out the window. Or at least try to.
And you see your reflection. Old joke, everybody. You look out and you see that all the snow that had previously been built up in front of the door and windows
What is snow?
was now gone. I can say so. I'm the storyteller.
Does he see anything else out there?
You see what appears to be a set of footprints leading to and away from the house.
Any sign of anybody out there right now? Or any
No.
items? Or
You do not see anything outside.
it looks like the powdered water's been cleared out from the front, and there's a trail of footprints out there.
What?
He's gonna
Let me see.
cautiously open the door just to double check, while also checking the outside of the door.
You check the outside of the door, and it does not look to be damaged or otherwise, in disrepair. It looks weathered, as would be expected from such an old house, but otherwise it looks fine.
And is there anything in the, like maybe something that couldn't be seen from the angle of the window or anything?
No, you do not see anything. Just simply that the big barrage of snow that had been there was just kind of cleared off. You can still see it. It's just off to the side, but it almost looks like it had been just pushed over.
How?
Okay. I'm not really certain how.
You can hear another door click and Doc comes out. She does not look well. What was that? What's going on?
Something has come to the house and walked away again, and also cleared out the powdered water in front.
But why? Did they come inside?
No, the click, was it like the doorknob turning, or?
At that moment, you all notice something. Go ahead and roll me some insight.
Inside plus
Inside,
anything, or just?
yeah, inside survival alert. This will require at least one success.
Oh, look at our rolls. Look at them. Man, I wish these are good combat rolls, but no. It's fine, we haven't had combat rolls.
Amos, you don't notice shit.
You said it was Insight Survival Alert?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay, there we go. I was having trouble with my keyboard not wanting to move me.
Amos is too
for a moment
distracted with the dinosaur under the couch cushions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amos is just
Those
trying
of
to.
you who are looking out into the, I don't know, foyer, whatever you call it, you can see what appears to be a trail of water leading from the front door to the stairs.
Maybe we
Does
should go
water
now.
do that?
I think he's inside.
Why? I thought you said nobody came in.
Well, as far as we knew, nobody came in, darling. But,
Was nobody watching out for him?
Jet, did you see anyone?
No, I did not. And also, there's a trail going to the house and then away.
Is everyone here? Are they all accounted for?
Jet's gonna. Ethan is Ethan still here?
Yeah, Ethan is just kind of like hiding under the other couch cushion with Argus.
Yeah, that's adorable.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody's here and accounted for.
Then what's going on? If it was Martinez, we'd... Oh. And she kind of shuts herself up, even afraid to say the thought.
Jet is going to cautiously go over to the stairs and call
Not
up.
enough ale.
We have a reroll, a party reroll.
Okay.
I think Jolene is going to go over to also take a look over there.
Okay. While you all are doing that, I am going to get my weather map up.
Hello? Is anyone up there?
There's no answer.
He's gonna glance over at the others. Give a little start at Jolene just suddenly being there. She doesn't exactly make any noise when she's moving, so.
Well, yeah, she does.
Oh yeah, we did a. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, canonically, yeah, she doesn't make any noise though.
Jet, did you leave the front door open?
Yes, he did for now. Jet is going to kind of gulp and go upstairs.
Jolene is going to follow because I'm not going to let anybody go alone.
I was just gonna sit in the foyer and just, keep watch of the door.
Argus is keeping watch on Ethan under the couch.
As you all are downstairs, are kind of just like watching, anticipating, and waiting for the news from upstairs, you notice what appear to be little wisps kind of leaking in from the windows and doors.
What is that?
I don't know. Make it go away.
It appears to be something similar to like mist or fog.
I don't like this.
Amos is gonna try to make sure the doors and windows are closed.
Okay. They're
Oh.
pretty old, but you're able to latch them all relatively securely. Or as secure as, an aged wooden house can be against the elements.
What does it smell like?
It smells like water.
Well, if they're leaking in, Azurith might as well just close the door.
Okay.
Just walks over and just closes it. With a click.
For
Well,
those
that
of
was
you
weird.
For those of you upstairs, as you look outside the window there, you can see what appears to be a creeping dark fog having suddenly rolled in. It doesn't necessarily make any sense with how cold everything is, but nevertheless, it is still there. Cold, dark, and you could swear you can see something moving within it.
Jet's gonna shudder and, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, darling, do you see that? Am I going crazy?
No, one problem at a time.
As you reach up... Go ahead.
Oh. Jet's gonna be heading over to, I believe this is the backpack,
Yes.
and checking in this room.
You open up the room, which strangely the door had already been left ajar, and you notice something strange. The backpack is gone, and something seems to have been left in its place.
Jolene, you stay out here and keep an eye on my back.
Okay, darling.
Varian wants you to be much more descriptive.
On what?
Overly descriptive on something.
I mean,
guess.
that's just what the card is.
No, I get that. I'm just like, all right. Prepare for a very descriptive package.
Alright.
And probably opening of it.
As you open up the package, you can tell that it is wrapped in this fine brown paper, the kind of fineness that you have yet to find in this world around you. It is delicate, yet rough, smooth. It still carries a shape like sandpaper. It's a strange quality, somehow retaining a roughness and smoothness to it, but it delights your paw pads as you touch it. Entwined around it, there appears to be a sort of a simple rope-like, at least on initial inspection. However, as you peer closer at it, you realize that the twine is fine. It is of high quality. The many threads stranding through it strong and firm, almost like that of a spider web. Where did anyone find this? Where could anyone find this? This world was strange to you. And yet somehow the quality of these crafts managed to excite you all the same. It seems almost a shame to unwrap what is displayed right there in front of you, this simple square package. Yet, you realize that curiosity knocks at your mind's door all the same. Strong, hard knocks. What do you do?
Well, first things first, is there a note?
There is.
And what does it say?
You open the note, the paper crinkling in your little paws, and you see scribbled in that same familiar... God, what is that word? Script. You see scrawled in that same familiar script, "Thank you for watching my stuff. Here's something for you."
He will tug at the twine, try to keep it. But I don't think he'll be able to keep the paper intact, so he's just gonna rip it open. Carefully, but you know.
You rip it open. And untwine it. And what sits in front of you is what appears to be a small package of crackers, a few cans of food, and even a selection of fine grapes. It appears to be enough food to last all of you for about 3 days.
Jet's just gonna look out the door at Jolene. There's some nice food that he left. It was signed Martinez, right?
It was. Sorry, I didn't mention that.
Yeah, I assumed so, but wanted to double check. He left plenty of food here.
Well, that's curious. Darling, we should tell the others about this. I'm very confused at this point. Very, very confused.
What's going on up there? What did you all discover? Shouts Doc's voice from below the stairs.
He took his backpack and left us 3 days worth of actually decent food, it looks like.
You can hear her voice suddenly turn cold. Who did?
Martinez.
He was here?
Jet's going over to the top of the stairs and looking down. It seems so.
There's silence. And then suddenly you hear the front door open and shut. Amos and Azurith, Doc, you can see pushes right past both of you without a word and immediately goes out into the snow. She's moving quick.
What?
Doc, where the hell are you going?
She does not answer you.
What?
Did something happen?
Jet is rushing down the stairs.
Yep.
What happened? Wait, there's Doc.
Out the door.
They just left.
And you didn't go after him? And
You can
he's
see her
barreling
reaching
out
to
the door.
near the end of the street.
Amos is gonna run after too.
Doc,
Yes,
where are
ma'am.
you going?
Amos, as soon as your paws hit the snow, they sizzle and boil with the ferocity of your body's heat. Your pathway easily being cleared before you as the powdered water evaporates with your mere touch. Doc herself has also made a line in the snow with her lithe and slim body. Even now you can see her shivering from the cold, yet she does not stop, and she does not answer. She appears determined to do something.
Like, Jet is running as fast as he can after her.
Okay? Despite her determination, she's surprisingly not that quick. The snow slowing her down, and her movement seems stilted and frozen. You are able to get behind her in no time, Jet.
He's gonna try and get in front of her and try and put himself in front, block her. Where are you going? We should not be running off alone.
Move aside, she says.
Not until you
You can-
tell us what's going on.
That's none of your business.
We are part of this guild too. So if this is guild business, then it is part of my business. And you are a friend and with us.
And she just kind of slumps down to her knees and she just starts crying. No, yes. John! John! And she puts both hands to her face and she just sobs.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
What was not expecting this response? Amos, want to take over?
Come on, let's get back to the house. You're gonna freeze out here.
He doesn't move.
And Amos is gonna try to nudge her a bit.
Jet is going to help. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. But we can't do anything or really respond to this without knowing the full picture. Something
You ain't
clearly
gonna do
happened.
shit out here freezing. Let's get back in the house.
You can see that the tears have frozen on her face. The deathly cold fog that surrounds all of you, just almost seeming to sap the very life out from you. Your joints feel cold. And Amos, even you yourself with your intense body heat can feel it. This is not a good situation to be in.
Come on, Amos. We gotta get her back in.
What are the rest of you doing?
Hiding under the couch with Ethan.
Okay.
Can Azurith see them from the window, or are they too far?
The fog has obscured your vision. You can see what appear to be shapes moving within it, but otherwise it's hard to tell what's going on.
Azurith would go to Jolene and ask her, where are the scars, or something thick and warm?
If I remember right, we
Aren't
passed all the
most-
scarves out.
Yeah, aren't we all wearing them?
Was Doc wearing hers?
No.
So Doc was not wearing hers, but we did give her one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll try to get her back in. See if you can cook something warm for them. Especially Doc.
I'll do my best, darling. I'll see what I can rustle up.
Alright.
Okay. Jolene is going to start busying herself with trying to cook.
Azurith is gonna go into Doc's room to find a scarf.
Okay. Why are you specifically looking for a scarf?
Something warm, more specifically.
Okay. You do see her blanket placed on her bed, but otherwise it doesn't seem to be any comfortable materials lying around. You do see a small closet, though, that might hold something.
Azurith would open it and take a glance inside.
You can see what appears to be a chest, a sack, well, two sacks actually, and a small bundle of various clothing items tucked away in one little corner. Some of them look like they might be proper winter wear.
Just seeing the first thought, or the initial stuff of what looks to be proper winter stuff, Azurith would grab them and go out the door after them.
The fog immediately envelops you, and you have a hard time determining which way is which. Even just being a simple, couple of feet away from the door, you find your senses are just incredibly diminished, and the chill is seeping in. Wait, what was that? Was that a shape? Was that a person?
Azurith would call to Jet and Amos just to see if they would respond. Jet? Amos? Doc?
Your voice comes out muffled even to your own ears. Jet and Amos, you can hear something muffled nearby, but it's hard to make out what it is, sounding only just like.
Whoever's out there, reveal yourself. We're not afraid of you.
Another shape. What was that? Was that a growl? The shapes and figures in the fog seem to be pressing in.
Jet's glancing around for something that he can use with his charge stone.
You notice a few small pebbles lying in the snow, your recent rough housing within it having revealed them.
He's going to kind of pick them up and try to get them into his scarf in a way that he can launch them out easier.
You can feel the powdered water chilling your neck.
Most is seeing what Jet's doing. Come on now, forget that. We need to get back inside. We can't see shit out here. What are you gonna throw rocks at if you can't see it?
That's a fair point. Yes. Let's get them back in. And Jet's gonna try and gently nudge Doc over, and if Doc's still not responding, then he's gonna be more forceful about it.
He tries to weakly push you away, but it seems that something has just sapped her utterly.
Come on,
Your
we gotta get
movements
you in.
almost, even your small movements, almost threatening to push her over. John. She just mumbles over and over.
Amos, help me out. We gotta get her back inside. It's getting very cold out here.
Alright, let's go. And Amos is gonna try to tug on her, try and pull her back inside.
She just slumps into the powdered water. It seems that if you want to have anything more, you are going to have to carry her.
How does one carry a giant plant?
Very carefully.
When you're tiny puppies.
Very
We
careful.
can certainly try.
How big is she? How tall?
She's about the size of and this is just out of context or out of session. This is about the size of a small human male. So she's relatively tall, but not 6'11" tall.
Yeah.
Maybe right around 5'8", 5'9".
Just had to make her taller than me.
Orem, you are tiny, even in game.
I am 5'7". I am not tiny.
That is tiny.
I need to
Mm.
figure out what my relevant size is just to compare.
But
Thanks.
Man, 5'8" would make Doc as tall as me.
Why is everyone bigger than me?
Stretched
We
out
can
to her
talk.
full
5'7".
height, she just simply always seems taller than she is. So what do
Amos, you carry you try to get under her, and I'll go back here, and we'll try to carry her on our back.
All right, let's go. We need to get inside quick.
Yeah, yes.
you can feel something grasping through your fur.
Right, Amos is gonna try to get under and try to carry her the best he can.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a strength. You are able to get under her. Jet, you're having some issues. The chill of the air is seeping itself into your bones and causing you to shake. Every time you try to get under, your efforts seem to become futile.
1 second. Didn't a crit get played earlier for Jet?
Ah, right, yes. So one of those would be replaced with a 6.
Or you critically fail.
Well, it's a crit 6 roll.
Yeah.
So
All right, so you're both able to get under I'm assuming at least one arm, and she does not fight anymore. She's just hanging loosely off of both of you. Azurith, what are you doing?
How close or where are the positions of these unusual shapes?
They appear to be almost all around you. Some of them appear to be bipedal, others feral, some having a description you can't even begin to describe. They push in and in.
Azurith would growl to himself like, no, they're just... There's nothing else. Just need to push ahead. And he would try to trudge continuously on. Has the snow covered up Jet and Amos's footprints?
You can tell that there's some kind of a faint trail in the snow, but it's honestly hard to make out. Everything is so muddled, so gray.
Well, he'll try to follow it the best he can.
Okay.
Assuming they could only go straight.
You attempt to go straight, and you hear a small clang. It seems you stepped on something.
Ah. What was... He's gonna nudge it with his paw. And see what it feels like.
It feels heavy and hollow. Maybe it was something that had been hidden under the porch before it had been torn apart?
Porch? He would be confused by that cross his mind.
You dare take it out?
No, he doesn't want to spend enough more time in the snow, or sorry, the cold, and the powdered water.
Okay.
He would try to continue walk forward.
Go ahead, and I'm assuming you're trying to find those two.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me a Inside Survival Alert. You're searching right now. You search and search and search, almost feeling yourself waving about like a ribbon within the mist. The figures almost seem to leer at you with faceless muzzles. But they allow you to pass. However, each time you pass by one, you feel yourself growing just a little bit weaker, a little bit colder. Suddenly, you're able to see 3 black shapes in front of you. Familiar cries coming out. You get under one side, and I'll get under the other.
Words. Azurith would call it once more. Jet? Amos? Doc? You guys there?
Do we hear
It's
it?
called.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You can hear something from one of the black shapes in front of you. And suddenly, almost as if appearing out of thin air, there's Azurith.
Guys, get
Is that
over here and
really-
help us carry her back in.
Is that really what Jet sounds like to you all?
Well, I needed to put more stutter into it.
Oh.
You'd also need to make it more muffled.
Oh.
There we go.
The voice you do is good. Don't worry.
I really like your voice. Don't mind
Like-
me.
They don't know.
Here, I have some cold stuff to wear. He would dig into
We
the bag
don't
and...
really need more cold, thank you. It's plenty cold out of here already.
Warm. I can barely speak. I think it's too cold.
I'd say let's just get inside. Help us with her.
Hey, but I still pull something out and put over Doc.
You pull out a sweater. And she just kind of numbly allows you to slip it on her. Her mane, however, gets a bit in the way. Eventually, though, you're able to tug it below it. Turns out, being a big, bushy mane doesn't really have much in the way of substance to it. You can
After
see
that-
that you can see that her flowers have wilted, and the edges of each petal appears to have a tinge of frost. John. John.
Well, after that, Azurith would get underneath her quote-unquote back and help move her forward.
Okay, roll me a strength. All right. You are able to slip down beneath her, and all 3 of you combined now are able to hoist her rather easily.
Getting back inside as fast as possible. Unless there's
Yep.
objections.
Oh, no objections. Azurith is freezing. His scales
Which-
are probably just... What?
Which way is the door?
The one with the most recent tread path in the snow.
All right. But where's that? It's been messed up. It's been obscured. You all are going to have to roll me 1 die after you say a number between 1 and 6. And that will help to point your way towards the door. Which direction do you think the door is in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
One.
2.
Amos?
3.
Okay, so we have a 1, 2, and 3. Seems that you all are pulling in different directions. You all are going to have to settle on a number. Doc mutters weakly. She seems to be fading.
I mean, I'm good with 3.
Now's not the time to argue. Let's just go that way then.
Okay. You did manage to roll a 3 Zim, so you successfully managed to go in that direction.
Sorry,
can
I was
feel
confused
planks.
on the directions.
Essentially, what I'm doing here is you are choosing a direction, and then we're determining whether you actually succeed in going into that direction.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So you all stated 3. You managed to roll a 3, so you're going in that direction.
Okay.
You can feel planks of splintered wood underneath you. You have managed to get closer towards the entranceway. Before long, you can see the great weathered wall of the house reaching out from you in the fog. You can almost feel something trying to pull you back. Whispered hands grasping at you. You don't feel anything, but all the same, you each feel a shiver.
Keep on going.
Keep moving.
Yep.
The door's right in front of you.
And open the door.
Argus! Help!
Meep. Argus is poking his head out from under the couch.
Get the door open!
Get Doc inside! No time to
Argus,
argue!
open the fucking door.
She is literally going to die if you don't do it now!
Argus is opening the door, but he's freaking out that everyone's yelling at him and he hasn't done anything wrong.
You could feel the edges of the fog whispering themselves into the now open entranceway to the door. In Argus, you can feel a small amount of your strength beginning to slip away as the chill enters.
Argus, get her in!
We're just walking.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No.
The door open.
We are like 2
What?
feet down from because of the porch being destroyed.
Oh. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
we need Argus to help pull her in.
Argus is going to try to help. He's going to try to grab her. And try to drag her backwards in.
It's a struggle, but all of you are eventually able to slip her in and scramble up the doorway yourselves.
And Amos is gonna slam the door shut once we're all in.
And you hear almost what sounds like a hiss before the fog retreats. Only simple little wisps lapping at the little what do you call it? Non-barrier underneath the door, the little crack.
The door jam?
Say again?
The door jam?
What about it?
I thought that's what that was called.
I have no idea.
Special?
Doc
So
is just shivering on the blue carpet. You can clearly see that she is sapped of energy, will, and all of the lively greenery that had previously been upon her almost seemed to be frosted over. She stopped mumbling now, instead having fallen unconscious.
our Argus is running upstairs. He thinks this is monster fog, so he's going to go activate the thing to make monsters go away.
I
Okay.
mean, if Argus is running off, Jet's gonna be going, no, help us get her towards the fire. She's freezing. I don't know where you're going. We need to get her to the fire.
But the monsters.
There's no
Argus,
monsters
there are
out
no
there.
monsters. Just help us.
We can worry about it later. Doc
Jolene,
comes
what
first.
are you doing?
Jolene has been cooking up what she can. She would have probably, while they were out, went up and got some of the foodstuffs from upstairs and then come back down and started trying to cook it.
Was she
So
aware
that-
that existed?
Huh?
Yeah.
Was she aware that the food stuff existed?
Yes, because I
Yes.
was up there. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Easy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jet pointed it out to her.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have been cooking, whipping up an awesome meal, I hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
I would like you to roll then, just to see how well you've done. Let's roll a special contest perform. And I would like you to roll twice.
Oh, twice. Okay. I've only got 2 dice for this, so.
Okay.
Amos, we're
Okay,
getting stuff from your background.
Oops.
Oh, I thought we were listening to Jolene's music as she's cooking.
Rada, rada, rada. You are able to cook a relatively decent meal. It's not anything extraordinary, but considering the amount of just ingredients you have on hand, it is enough to suffice.
Okay. So, and then once they're back, if Jolene hears them and is done cooking, she would go see what's going on.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I'm gonna assume they're in the living room by now. So, oh, wow. There we go. Oop. And can I tell that Doc is like in a bad way, or is she, or are they still in the area dragging her in? 'Cause,
You can tell that she's in a bad way. I assume at this point that you all have managed to place her onto the couch or something similar to that.
Okay. Jolene's gonna go over. Gonna keep trying to check Doc over, or just worried. Well, this ain't good, darlings. Is she gonna be okay?
We hope so.
I don't know. There was monster fog.
Monster
There,
fog.
there is.
Darling,
Jet's just
I don't-
face pawing.
Darling, I thought there was the fog was a monster, but we need to make sure she's nice and warm. And
You doubt there was monster fog when scorpions fell from the sky?
darling, now is not the time.
I'm just gonna go grab Doc's blanket and, get her wrapped up in something warm.
Okay.
and just walks away from the conversation, just thinking like, nope, nope, something more productive.
Is there any rolls that Jolene could do just to see if Doc is worse off than she may look? Because Jolene is very worried.
Sure. You don't have much in the way of medical training, though, so it will be tough.
Yeah.
This one, if you're looking just to check her over, will be an insight survival perform.
Insight survival perform. Okay. I can do that. That I'm not horrible at that. Come on, dice, work with me here.
Okay. You check her over, and you notice that whatever passes for a heartbeat within her, it's very faint. She has apparently gone through a great moment of distress, and her body does not seem capable of being able to handle it.
So her heartbeat is very weak. And, how would Jolene go about dealing with this? I don't know if she would know what to do, but she would.
Do we have any orange berries?
Jet's
left?
got an idea. Yes.
Jolene is going to say, Darwin's her heart beat is very weak. I'm very worried. We need to do something and quick.
Jet's gonna pull out one of the orange berries he has. Try to get her to eat this. Meanwhile, I've got an idea. And he's gonna be running to the kitchen, trying to find some sort of container, preferably, like a pot or pan. Is there one?
You are able to find a bowl.
Preferably something fireproof.
Okay. You do manage to look around, and you are able to find a pot. Yes.
Okay. A wooden bowl would not exactly suffice for this. He's going to open the back door and try to very quickly scoop up some of the powdered water.
Okay. You are able to do so.
And then he's running over to the Amos. Amos, could you heat this up for us?
Amos just sighs, sure. And Amos kind of quickly tries to put a little flame under the bowl to heat it up.
Okay. It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually you are able to melt the powdered water, and there is a little bit of bubbles coming from it.
Oh, that's a bit much. Okay, we're good. He's going to let it cool down a bit, kind of dip a paw into it when it stops bubbling, and wait for it to get at least to like a lukewarm kind of. Well, no, probably a little on the warm side, but not, boiling.
It takes about 5 more minutes, but eventually it sort of settles down now that there's not a constant heat under it.
You could just drop more snow in it.
What's snow?
Alright, powder
Yeah,
water.
what is this snow?
Also,
You
did you
could've
close the back
dropped-
door? Or did you close the door?
Yes, he closed the door.
Okay, I want to make sure.
You didn't activate the trap, did you?
He, barely even stepped out at all. But the snow in the front has been cleared out, so he went to the back and kind of just leaned out, scooped up a bunch, and then ran back in. Anyways, could Azurith, Amos, could you guys well, I guess those are the roots. Could you guys lift those up and put them into the pot here? She's kind of like a plant. Plants like water, right?
Well, maybe she needs some sunlight too. Squeaks out Ethan from beneath the couch cushion.
That sunlight isn't here. It's nighttime.
I agree on that, but sunlight's a little low availability.
Let's get her through the night first, Azurith would say as he tries to put her roots in the water.
Okay. The roots kind of go into the water, and you can see them kind of swell a little in the liquid.
Is that a good thing? Plants are not my forte. What do you think, Jet?
What was it with that? Rygon?
What's up?
What did you describe?
I said when you place the roots into the water, they kind of swelled a little.
They're not my forte either. I have no idea if this is good or not. But I'm hoping so.
Yeah. Would it be would Jolene have any idea, based on her observations earlier,
In terms of what?
if that's a bad thing or a good thing that they're swelling?
You've never seen a plant type at all before really do anything medical, so I would assume no.
Okay. Oh, had to ask because I at least figured out about the heartbeat, so wasn't sure if there's anything I could I can't think of the word. My brain is not working today. You may. Let us continue. Well, darling, hopefully that's a good sign, but we'll just have to wait and see. If she wakes up, let me know. I've been cooking, so there's food for everybody. And Jolene's gonna start going back into the kitchen so she can set everything up for people to eat. While they keep an eye on Doc.
And rocks fall and everyone dies.
No! Argus
Someone-
would be fine. He resists rocks.
Someone redeemed my voice line. So what do you all do now?
Azurith has a bag of winter stuff to go look through.
Argus
yeah.
wants to go upstairs and activate the anti-monster thing to make the fog go away.
Okay.
I
He'll
suppose
take Ethan with him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it, go ahead. You don't need my permission.
Whoops. Didn't mean to move the trap. Yep.
Yeah,
so Argus is going to. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna say Jet is. While you were figuring out your thing, I was just gonna slide in that Jet is just keeping an eye on Doc. So carry on.
Argus is just heading up, taking Ethan with him. He just picks up Ethan, carries him off. And he's going to go to the machine.
It has
And,
that same slow, steady beeping as before.
he's going to grab one of the bottles out of his bag, because he actually still has 2 bottles in his bag, and put it in the machine, the low note bottle, and open it, do the tuning, get it to it where it's the same noise, and turn on the machine.
You can all hear what sounds to be a very low rumble suddenly spread throughout the house as the machine sucks up the liquid. It shakes the very core of the foundations. And suddenly there seems to be some moonlight shining in through the windows.
Did I do it?
Wait, did it just get bright?
I fixed it! Argus is just shouting down. He's very proud of himself. I told you it was a monster!
So, what did we learn? Every single one of us looks to Jet.
So what do you all do now?
Argus is gonna look down and remember the little the glittering letter from the machine that he dropped before.
That you
And
dropped?
he's gonna remember when it freaked him out because it said "I see you" rectangle.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Jolene has that.
Yeah.
Jolene
Jolene
never
has it.
picked it up.
What's that?
It was stuck in Jolene.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
she did.
Was it?
Yeah, Jolene
never
picked it
mind.
up, like tucked it in with her bandana, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I thought it got left down here because she didn't want to touch it.
Yeah, no
Or
worries.
up here.
Oh, what's in this bag?
Argus is just gonna carry Ethan back down.
That was very, very loud.
But it makes monsters go away, so it's a good loud. Look, see, it's all clear outside now.
Surprisingly, yes, it is.
All
The
the monsters
fog
went away.
and mist appears to have dissipated. And now there's nothing more than a starless but moonlit night.
Guys! The moon!
Azurith looks up from going through the winter bag. Oh yeah, the moon.
The papers from the chimney!
Yeah.
Argus is just going to facepalm with both hands. Probably with Ethan in his hands.
Oh no.
Your arms
Sorry,
can't
sorry.
reach your face.
He's using Ethan to facepalm. But
Azurith is just gonna slowly pull out the shredded piece of papers.
It's the
Yes,
moon
we
paper
know.
stuff.
Yes, we know.
We have the moon. We can use it to see what it says.
Yes.
Did you think we forget? Forgot. There we go.
Yes. Argus's excitement goes away as he just scoots backwards into a corner.
Do you want to help me solve or put together these shredded pieces of paper?
Yes.
Cool. He just nudges the bag off the side, and then spreads out the shredded piece of paper that has the moonlit script on it.
Jet will go
Probably in
help.
front of the window.
Oh yeah, definitely
Oh.
in front of the window.
Say again?
Does Doc look stable, or, as stable as we can get her?
As far as you can tell, she's still breathing. Her breathing in and out is weak, but otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anything else any of you can do. She's bundled up. She has her roots in her water, and, well, she's not dead.
Alright. In that case, Jet's just gonna go assist with the papers.
Don't worry, Dart's probably on watch duty or helping us.
Oh.
Totally.
Oh, okay. So the way the papers work is when you hold it up to the moonlight, the paper doesn't say anything, but it makes like a shadow of what it's trying to say on the ground. So we want to put the papers on the window so we could see what it's saying on the ground. It's a double puzzle.
Azurith picks one up, holds it up to the moonlight to see.
With the light being cast through the paper, you can clearly see what appears to be a fragment of something on the ground in the shadows.
Jolene?
Yes, darling?
Okay, so this is going to be a really awkward thing to ask, but I think you might be the stickiest thing we've got to work with.
Yeah, no. Jolene, hearing that, Jolene just comes in like, and we'll be like, so, do you want to figure out what goes with what first, or do you want me to just try and stick things together?
I kind of was thinking, we look through, see which side is not, see where there's an edge on everything, and then try to stick it on a spot that doesn't have any symbols on it. And then stick that to the window, and then eventually, when we get a bigger picture, we can rearrange them.
Question.
Sorry.
Are the shredded pieces of paper like all squares, or they look like, some type of puzzle piece?
They appear to be more like puzzle pieces. The tearing of them isn't like even. Some of them are shredded. Some of them appear to have been torn by hand. Others look to have been clean cut. They're all over the place.
Well, everything looks to be an uneven cut. So if we just put it together, make it look like standard paper again, that would be easier than trying to figure out holding stuff to the moonlight and figure out what the shape it is and so on.
Not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and try it. Provided it really does look like this plan would work. Based on what you described, I'm not so sure, but...
I like
Puzzle.
puzzles.
It's literally putting out of character, because I don't think Azurith know what a puzzle, like, a modern day puzzle thing looks like. That's exactly how they do it.
Well,
There was the issue of some of them being clean cut, some of them being hand torn, some of them being other.
Which means it's probably multiple letters, but we could at least get the clean cut and the hand ripped ones together. The shredded will be more difficult.
Then allow me to do something then. I am going to look for you guys for a puzzle.
Argus is, jumping up and down happily. He's just gonna put Ethan in his bag, so he has Ethan like in a pouch with him, because that would be adorable. Argus with the little Rattata in his pouch.
Where? Isn't your
You guys-
bag full?
Nope,
I'm going to
'Cause
quickly
I
save
just
this
used
board
the
just
vial.
in case.
What was that, Rygon?
So I'm just going to quickly save this board just in case,
Okay.
and I'll look for a puzzle for you all to do.
Well,
And then,
like,
depending on how quickly you get that puzzle done, that'll determine how well you can read the actual puzzle. And it won't be anything too complicated.
but yeah, Argus used the bottle from his bag, so he has an empty space.
Question is Ethan going to let you put him in your bag?
But it would be adorable.
Yes.
Rule
but
of
Ethan
adorable says
But
yes.
Ethan
no.
is an autonomous. Ethan is an autonomous creature.
Yeah, afraid he's not going in the bag.
Aww. I wanted to
not
keep Ethan with
Nebby.
me forever.
So that's the one we're doing, huh?
What are we doing?
I'm getting artwork for y'all.
guys, you got artwork for us. Let's take a look at it. Just relation these stuff.
It's like official artwork.
Wait, what? Where did you put it?
I'm getting it right now.
Oh.
Okay, let me check. Objects, background, saved objects, tables.
I want to just know, Zim, that that is technically the out of bounds area. And inbounds is more closer to the table.
Oh.
Don't worry, I saved the table, so nothing got moved around.
Okay.
Whoa, it's a blank looking table. What the?
I love the look of this table. You're flipping the puzzle.
The Martin's flipping the box. Whoa.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh, it's a greet it puzzle.
And we can just go ham on it.
Corner
Go ham on it.
pieces.
How do I rotate?
And I
mouse
will
wheel.
be timing you for about we'll say 10 minutes. We'll see how quickly you all get it done in 10 minutes.
Oh, they've got a
Snap.
yeah. It is really difficult with the black background though.
Apologies, I went for official art.
Oh yeah, excuse me. Not your fault.
Doesn't
While you all are doing that, I'll be right back.
I like
It's just this-
puzzles.
I like them too, but this definitely does not make it easy with the black.
Oh, whoops! I stole someone's piece.
Listen, this is cool, right? No, has any DM ever done this before?
be.
Probably, but none are a really cool Ninetales.
No.
Sorry.
I think we're working more against each other than anything right now.
The solid black is difficult. Oh, but I got it to fit.
Is it the right fit?
There we go.
Yep.
The black is definitely gonna be our downfall.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Zim? Don't worry about it.
What's up?
Telling Zim not to. Ah, I got the first
Zim.
try.
I know it was somewhere there.
Not and tell him not to worry about the background. Everything will be fine.
Oh god, dang it.
It's like, maybe this piece just goes here. This one, I don't know.
Do. So our secret is a greeting.
That's something related to a greeting.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is a edge piece, but I don't know where.
Haha. This black background is really getting me.
Same. But I am still enjoying this.
Yeah.
Dragon, your best DM I've been a player with.
Oh,
Know that
thank you.
now.
Haha. Oh, there's a mouth.
If I was an artist, I'd have something more official for you all to do, but
Oh, we should get like Seda to draw us a thing.
Seta's not actually. He colors. He doesn't actually do art. I mean, you know, coloring is art, but
When Seda
he doesn't
does
draw
art,
by
it's amazing.
hand.
Wow, that actually fits. Dang.
Only because he doesn't have confidence in his skills, which he has really good skills.
I would be inclined to agree on that front.
Oh, it doesn't go there.
I can.
Oh, it goes right there.
Jolene, flip it one. Oh, actually, right there.
This
Perfect. Yeah.
is
Yeah,
not the right corner piece for
Corner.
there.
They all look the same.
Rygon, can we just have an official ruling that the black pieces don't, you know, the all black pieces just get ignored?
I mean, you can if you want to. I'd say so long as you can get close enough, and you know, focus on the creature, and then just have the black pieces for whatever remains.
Yeah, it's
There's only like 4 of them, like 4, 5, 6 of them.
Oh
Oh,
god.
wait a second. The match is over here or something. Nope. What if it was over?
Yeah, that doesn't go there. That goes. up
There
here.
we go.
I'm just trying to figure out where this piece could possibly... Oh, it goes right here. Okay. It is so hard to tell where there's been a piece put in not with the black.
You can always like mouse over like this, and that'll tell you where all the spots that have left to have a piece are.
Mouse over.
Just like, you know, highlight the whole puzzle and that'll tell you.
You're right.
I think this one goes here. Yes.
Oh, what just happened?
Someone tried to pick up the entire puzzle.
Y'all have about
Our
4
greed
minutes.
is just coming together.
that's the right
No,
spot
this
for
piece
that.
goes there.
Look at our monstrosity.
Where does this go?
Over here, I think.
Yeah.
Why is this so off?
Because somebody picked it all up. As long as we get close enough, it'll be fine.
Because technically it would be legible.
I know, it
Yeah.
looks like this isn't fitting when it's supposed to.
Oh, here, I'll just pick up the whole puzzle and I'll move it in. So go ahead and take off the pieces you're working with, and I'll just pop it in.
No, actually,
Oh wait,
I think
I
we got
just
it.
fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like some of them were just screwed up.
We've got
Oh, look at
the.
that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes remaining.
Nice.
Except for the
I
black
say just do your
pieces.
best.
That one isn't open. That means only this corner could go there.
Oh, I can't reach. There we go.
Sorry.
Oh, where does this go then? Right here?
Yep, right
Yeah.
there. That means this one has to be down here. This side piece is over here. That one goes right there. The green one goes right under the tail.
Oh, right over here. I think.
Yep. Oh, over where our hands are. Nope, no, up there.
Over here.
Under the tail. Turn it around.
Perfect. Okay, not,
All right.
not
I'd say that's
bad.
close enough.
We're missing a piece.
Don't worry about it. All right. Good
We're
job.
missing 2 pieces.
Managed to complete it, or most of it, within 10 minutes.
Uh,
So, back to the other side.
back to the other side. Wait, ah!
As you all continue, or as you all finish putting together the last pieces of the shredded paper, you're able to come up with an image displayed out onto the floor. An image of a rather rough-looking squirrel-like creature, dressed in posh clothing, who is looking at each of you sternly. You all get the feeling that you've seen this character somewhere before, somewhere in the house.
It doesn't match the statue, right?
It is not. The statue is Leonin.
Lyndon
Yep,
needs to step
and how
away.
about we go ahead and we take a quick break, like say 5 minutes, then we'll come back.
All right.
Since we're hitting our halfway mark.
Randy,
Damn.
Yeah.
you're cute.
Uh,
Let me use the restroom too. I'll be back.
yeah, my beer. Beer, refill my water.
And yeah, coloring is art, but it's not like... What Orem was wanting was something, colored, or drawn entirely from start to finish, or at least sketched.
Honestly, Seda can draw pretty well.
Hope our audiences are having themselves a good evening out there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my chat's doing it. They're probably just chilling in a small, more quieter room than the rest of chat. The other chats.
Meow.
I'm
Well,
glad
they-
to hear
but-
that, Dylan.
Hmm.
What's up, Arzi?
Oh, nothing. Just my mumblings of, a madman.
Okay.
Mad Durg.
Okay.
Crazy one.
All of you out there in all 3 chats, you all are awesome.
I not awesome.
Then what are you?
Well,
Adore him?
I mean, are you in
Or
one of the chats?
asked. Yes.
Which one?
Which one?
Zims.
Send a message.
Now.
Okay. It's on a commercial right now.
Wait, why is that command not working? Okay. Well then, yes, you are awesome. Ah, there it goes. But yeah, make sure you check out everybody's channels through the links there. Oram, why are you throwing things at me when it specifically says not to during a tabletop game?
I didn't throw something. I picked up a rupee.
You threw it at me.
Facepalm.
Oh. But you don't have an avatar, therefore there's nothing to throw at. Therefore, I just picked it up.
You still threw it at me.
Oh.
And it does specifically
then.
say not to do that during tabletop games.
Hi, Shinros. You're coming with a bang again? I must say, that's certainly an entrance. You're just coming in and just say, hey, look, I'm raiding you with my one viewer, aka me.
Lyndon said they might be taking a bit longer than 5 minutes. They're having a lot of gastrointestinal issues, they said.
Okay. Well, we can wait a little bit longer.
Means hydrate. I'm kidding. It's fine. But I hope you're having a wonderful night, Shinros.
Oh yeah, I was gonna order pizza and I didn't. Oh well.
Pizza time.
Spinatos. Been booped.
Pizza.
No, I should actually take this moment to, after I actually get up and stretch, work on an emote. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Okay. I'm happy. Wow. Where is... That's a good question. No. No.
Yes.
Where?
Yeah, look at all these beans. So good. Everyone here's a good bean.
Yay.
I'm a bad bean.
Oh, that looks so cute! Yes!
I am the baddest bean. Dun dun dun.
Oh no.
I'm a kidney bean.
Oh no.
But those are the best beans.
I'm a lima bean. That is the biggest bean. And I am the biggest mon.
You're also the most. You're also the most scared of us.
I am.
Bigger
And no
doesn't
one
always
likes
mean
lima beans.
better.
And no one likes Argus. It's very fitting. I am a lima bean. What kind of bean are you?
Good question. I don't know. A human being? Oh, that doesn't make sense.
What are you doing, Zem?
What are you talking about? What on earth could Zim be doing?
He was doing something to my door.
Oh, he was probably just doing the tap
What
tap
was
tap.
I doing now?
You were doing something to my door, like scratchy noises.
What are you even on about?
Well, the fact there was a gap between the scratchy noises and you starting to talk means I'm pretty sure it was you. Also, the fact you were silent for a little bit before they happened, too.
I'm not even gonna bother dating that with response.
So you admit it!
No, he abstained.
Nine times out of 10, it is Zim doing something. The one time out of 10 it's not Zim, it's Chim.
What's going on?
Shenanigans, that's all you need to know.
Hmm.
I think it's Zimnanigans.
I'm even more curious now. But
Making scratching noises on my door.
ah,
You feeling all right, Lyndon?
yeah, my stomach just gives me trouble occasionally. I'm used to it by now, but it just started hurting, and so I had to run.
No worries. You take care of what you got to take care of, right?
Yeah.
I've made a masterpiece. Yes. I've done it.
What you do? All righty. As soon as we have everyone back, we'll continue.
Yay!
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think we're just missing Werny now.
I'm here.
So we have everyone.
Yeah.
Then let us resume.
All righty. So, yeah, that's what you all get as the picture. But do.
Are there any pictures hanging around the house?
Why would I
Maybe.
have
I think one of them. I think we need to find the thingy, the squirrel thingy, the puffy rodent thing. Not you, Ethan. You're adorable.
But where would we have seen this around the house?
Maybe in a picture frame.
Would anyone like to make an insight roll?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, go ahead.
Boop, boop.
Argus, you don't know where it is. Okay. Jolene, since you're the first one who got off a successful roll, you remember seeing that exact same face somewhere in the foyer.
Well, yeah. Oh, Jolene's going to start going in this area and looking. I think this is the foyer, right?
Yep, that's why I'm calling it anyway.
I'm gonna go start looking around, mumbling something about, I know I saw it. Now, where did I see it?
As you're looking around, you can see it pretty clearly. Can you point it out where it might be?
This.
The carpet?
No, it's not pinging where. Man,
Yes.
it does not want to ping where I want it to ping. Right there.
You see the exact same figure hanging on a painting over in that direction.
I'm going to inspect it.
Okay. You inspect it. It seems to be a rather heavy picture frame. It
Flat.
stares at you with like a look of almost what appears to be disdain. Almost as if like it didn't really care to be bothered at all by you. Altogether, it's a relatively nice painting. It's just ugly in character.
Yeah. Okay. No. Anybody else? Okay, so some of y'all are coming in here. Jolene's just gonna remark what as people are coming in. And, well, this is that was
Okay, Jet.
distracting.
Guys, you
Yeah.
guys left me behind.
Yeah, Jolene's gonna remark on the painting. Well, it looks well done, but whoever this is a quite a not a great. What in the world are you doing? That is very
Yeah.
distracting.
Yeah, it kind of is. Can we please get everyone separated?
Gotta keep them separated.
Thank you.
But whoever that is in that painting is doesn't seem like a pleasant person.
Must have been their house.
That would make sense. I wouldn't know why there'd be a picture of them otherwise.
I mean, look at them. They all look like a very happy fellow.
He's gonna move aside so that way if anybody else wants a closer look, they can get a closer look.
Jet's gonna try and look behind it.
Okay. Can you describe to me how?
No, and he's just gonna lift it up and off the wall
All right.
with his teeth. As
Alright.
carefully as he can, but I kind of anticipate it not ending well.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a dexterity survival athletic.
I hope it flattens you.
That's kind of mean.
Okay.
But it would be funny. We could have a new painting of a happy puppy instead of a...
I guess it'll be funny if I die. Okay.
No. What's really gonna happen is that it's from Super Mario 64, and it's gonna go into the painting.
You lift the painting up.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Its heavy frame appearing to be far heavier than you had initially anticipated. And slowly it begins to tip towards you. Your teeth not enough to keep it steady.
Well, noticing that, Jolene might try to keep it from falling on him.
All right, go ahead and roll me a strength.
Come on. God dang.
You both kind of end up underneath the painting as it just kind of crashes forward, and with a great rip, it tears apart.
Oh
And it felt okay.
Well, good job, guys.
What was where the painting was?
What
Anything
was
special or
where
just
the
the wall?
painting was, you can see a slip of silver paper and another one of those strange devices.
Strange device. Azurith's gonna walk over and like, are you guys okay? And try to help them out.
By the way, that was the use of the trap card.
Nice.
I had a
Really
feeling.
nice.
But yeah,
All right.
I'm
Didn't we have a
picturing that
second one?
Jolene is. Did we?
I hope
No.
not.
I imagine Jolene is like a puddle right now because she just got splat. So she's gonna just pull herself back together.
Neither of you took any damage. It's just more of a surprise than anything.
Yeah.
Was
But,
another trap card played just now?
Yes, that was another
Yep.
trap card.
Well, it's going to have to wait a long time because it took me forever to get to that one.
And then the painting explodes.
Are you okay, Azzy? It sounds like you're dying over there.
I'm laughing.
Okay.
Argus is going to be working on trying to, stick the wood and the painting back together. He doesn't want to get in trouble.
It unfortunately appears to have been sundered far beyond your abilities.
Can I at least make it look like it's only half torn?
No.
Damn
You
it.
have neither the materials nor the skill.
You might need some more Jolene glue.
Oh, trust me, there's plenty.
After making sure Jet and Jolene are alright, Azurith's just gonna grab the paper and whatever the strange device is.
It appears similar to this first one that you found when the
Oram,
slot
mute
on the
yourself,
slot
please.
or on the statue opened up. Just kind of this strange, like long device that has a handle on one end. In the middle, it has a kind of like raised groove that raises up, and altogether, it appears to be cylindrical in shape.
Oh, literally like one of those things we found earlier.
Yes.
Wait a second.
Blinking on what I'm blinking. a bit on what
I'm gonna
that
say this
is.
one more time. So there's a cylindrical can, like, on it, and then there's a handle on the other thing.
Here, let me show you.
Okay.
And then it's like cylindrical here
Uh-huh.
with a raised groove.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's small, very small. It appears exactly like the thing you inserted into the hole above.
Do you guys think there's one more of these things?
I was just thinking maybe that.
Yes, there must be.
Hmm.
Well, Jolene, how's that food coming along?
Well, darling, the food's done. I was setting the table when I came out here to help y'all. So
We should probably eat some food, and then we can go searching for the last one.
And maybe put this one in the hole and see if it does anything.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all are eating?
Well, Jolene is, before we eat, going to check on Doc, see if there's been any change in the little bit of time that we've been doing this, just to see if she's maybe getting some color back or anything from the
She,
water.
she still appears to be in a very distressed state, but her breathing has calmed down a little bit. Instead of it just being in great choking gasps, it's just in small little, like, rough, gravelly ones. A little bit of color has returned to her cheeks, but it seems like the frost that has tinged the edges of her petals and mane has not gone away, despite her being in front of the fire for a while.
Yeah. Jolene is going to start heading back in here. What was that?
My cat
or-
saying hi.
Yeah. You should probably mute.
She just on me. I thought you'd.
Yeah, that was adorable, but also distracting. But Jolene's going to be mumbling as she goes in. Why is that frost not going away? What is going on? And she's going to get to the table, where Argus is definitely not in the middle of.
I have an apple in my mouth and everything.
Azurith and Jet, what are you doing?
Azurith is gonna put the device, I say that in quotes, in his bag, and then he's gonna walk on over after saying, like, "Are you alright, Jet? That was..."
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay, you're all sat down to eat.
Hmm?
What do y'all do?
Azurith is gonna talk about what he found inside the bag. The bag of winter clothing.
Argus is going to eat with Ethan. He's going to share his food with Ethan.
Amos just says, "This some gourmet shit," and then starts stuffing his face.
I like how Amos has turned from this cute little puppy into the guy that's cussing all the time.
Yeah.
When was he ever otherwise?
When we first met him, he was an adorable, confused little puppy.
There was a lot less cussing at that point.
Fair.
And now he's just so comfortable with us. He's like, yeah.
Jolene is a bit lost in thought. Is just at that comment is going to say, "Well, thank you, darling," and then kind of just slowly bringing some food to her mouth every so often, obviously just thinking.
So where do we think that device can go?
Up
Probably
above
in the hole.
where Dart put the other one.
Okay, refresh my memory on what the other one was.
Exactly the same kind of device.
Yeah, and it got put in one of the holes of the chimney.
Right. Wasn't it a key, though? I remember that being described as a key.
I don't know if I ever described it as a key, but it went into the hole and something clicked.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was described as a key before, but okay.
Well, so either way, it's the same thing. It's just another one of those.
So, We've gotten 2 of these, and there's a third one somewhere inside the house here. Or at least as presumably inside the house somewhere. Do we have any other clues to where to start looking next?
Maybe the paper.
The new one?
Mhm.
Yes, we should definitely
Yeah.
check the new one.
I feel like this is a great bonding experience.
Distracted murmuring.
What, no one gonna
Not
say
really.
anything after that?
I suppose so. I mean, I guess we did literally bond some the scraps of paper to the window using parts of Jolene's body.
I helped.
Yes, yes, darling, you helped. Slow munch. Very, very distracted, Jolene.
Anybody got any ideas what else we can do to try and help Doc?
No? Just look after her.
I can't think of anything we can directly do. I'm not very skilled with the doctrine like Doc is, so I don't know if there's anything we can do.
I guess we just have to sit and wait and see.
As a quick thing, I've noticed we've encountered a bit of a slowdown here. Do you all need a direction with which to go? Are you all going to be engaging in some more character talk? Is there anything that anybody needs right now?
I don't know.
A direction we could go would probably be a good thing for me, because right now I'm thinking hard on what we can do besides just
I'm
trying to use that key in the hole, one of the other holes, and seeing if it does anything.
I'm thinking of you putting the paper up against the window and seeing if it gives us another clue.
I'm
Amiss!
sure.
Not enough ale!
I'm just trying not to rush through things for everyone.
Totally fine. Well, I'm just noticing slowdown, so that's why I'm asking. I can give direction, but it sounds like you also have 2 other things you all could do, as well as you can all engage in some character role play right now. So,
Yeah.
if anybody needs me to do something, just let me know and I'll point you in a direction.
I want to make a joke with that. Totally. Another character development?
I don't know what else to say.
Is
Yeah.
Jet eating in silence?
I mean, Jet's already asked some questions and kind of just gotten, I don't know, on all of it.
Fair point. You
Ashes.
have a fair point that... Yeah.
Right now, God dang.
The gelatinous ball.
Yes, the gelatinous ball, known as Jolene, is currently just eating and thinking and occasionally murmuring to herself. Like, just quite enough that you can't quite understand what she's saying. But, she's just...
Got something on your mind there, Jolene?
What? Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking. Doc is, in a bad way. We don't know what to do. And, we don't know if this Martinez is, the same one, or if they're different. We don't know if they did things in self-defense, or if they are legitimately a bad person. And now we're kind of stuck. So I'm trying to think of what we can do to make it a little more protected here. But I'm coming up blanks. I don't feel comfortable with knowing that somebody came in without any of us knowing.
We could find supplies to set up more traps.
We need to have someone on watch at all times.
I would definitely agree on that. Preferably 2 people instead of just 1.
Yeah, just watch each other's backs. Because Doc didn't seem like herself. She went cold before she ran out the door.
I think she's dealing with something. She kept saying John over and over and was crying. I think she may have known one of the victims of Martinez.
Question. What if you think that fog was playing on our fears? In some way?
Yeah, that fog was like nothing I've ever seen.
I was already scared of the fog. I don't think it needed to play on my fears.
It felt like there were multiple beings around me when I was trying to get to you guys.
And the fog... Well, the fog seemed to go away when that noise from the machine went on. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't just a fog. Well, that's a worrisome thought.
Kind of reminds me of that giant thing with the big eye when we first got in here and Jet was just floating around the house.
Well, right now, I think we've got 3 different tasks that we can split up into. We got... So, we need to... so we need at least 2 people on watch. We need 2 of us... I would say 2 of us go ahead and watch over Doc while also trying to make something, preferably like something that we could pull over the powdered water out there in order to carry Doc if we need to. Plus, it could probably be useful to carry extra supplies. Because we did, Martinez did leave more food for us. But something to carry Doc would probably be useful, and as well as to carry our supplies. And then, I think 2 of us go on that, and then the other 2 could continue looking around and trying to solve the puzzles here in the house. Trying to find that extra key. I'm kind of leaning towards... Well, Argus, you seem to be messing around with stuff a lot, so maybe you should be one of the ones on the sled. or on the carrying thing. Dart, you've been pretty quiet over there. Why don't you go ahead and keep an eye out for us? Oh. I was gonna do it. Thank you, Dart. It's glad to know you agree. I'd kind of like to keep looking around and see what we can find. There's a lot to solve here in the house. So, Amos, Azurith, Jolene, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I think I'll back up Dart just in case. I'm not necessarily the best in battle, but I think I could help out. And I definitely can scream if something goes wrong.
I'm gonna actually refuse that one, Jolene, if that's okay.
Okay.
You've been in the background a bit for this session. I'd like you to do something a little bit more upfront. Would that be okay?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
takes a lot more thought. My brain is slightly malfunctioning right now, so while I can do stuff, it's just very hard for me to think.
Okay. You
So,
can be okay?
Then,
yeah, I might just need some direction occasionally, like ideas from everybody.
I didn't want to push you to this, but I was thinking you and Argus work on the sled idea, because, I mean, glue.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, no,
at least
that
rudimentary
definitely
glue.
Yeah, that definitely could work.
And I have another direction you could go in as well. Would you like to receive a hint?
Yeah.
Doc's a doctor.
Doc's a doctor.
Notes in her room.
Yeah.
Something I was thinking of doing with Azurith was going and checking out Doc's room, but
And then...
But I didn't want to take the lead on this.
Yeah. I know Jet really wants to get to the bottom of what's in this house, but... Jolene, would you like to join Jet, or... Because we did kind of establish that nobody is to be on their own.
Yeah. Let's see.
So I suppose Argus and Ethan could technically be working on... Or Argus and... Or, Dart and Ethan... Actually, that might be a better idea. Dart and Ethan on guard duty, because it's... probably not going to be as interesting as what the rest of us would be doing.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I think Jolene might go and start looking through Doc's stuff to see if she has anything that might help her herself get better.
Well, how about you could do that with well, Amos, what would you like to do?
I'm fine either looking around or helping Argus.
Well, I guess Azurith and Jolene and Jet could go look in Doc's room, see what we can find. Amos and Argus work on the sled, and then we got Dart and Ethan on watch duty.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Any objections?
And break.
And break. No, not the table.
In character, Jolene's going to say, "Oh, Doc might actually have something that might help make her better. Would any of y'all like to go and help me search?"
Her room? They
Yeah.
have interesting stuff.
We could definitely go check out Doc's room, see what we can find. There's also the fact that I think that's the only room we haven't looked for solving the secrets of this place.
And a couple other.
Well, at least
if-
really looked, or even glanced at, really. We haven't really been in there at all.
No? Not really. When I went in there,
So-
I was rushing.
Jolene is going to start floating to Doc's room. Boop. Saying,
Actually, our Argus Amos. Maybe we could take this table.
That might work.
Flip it
Oh,
over
okay.
and attach something that we could carry it with easier. It might slide over the powdered water easier.
I will say
We-
it's a very heavy table.
Oh,
We do have the lids upstairs that we could use.
well, I will leave that to you two then.
I'm sure you guys will come up with a very creative solution. If you need anything. Clink, 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 clink. Boing.
Okay.
Where do you want to start us, Rygon?
Well, let's see. I guess first we'll start with you, Lot. Then we'll transfer over to Argus and Amos a little bit later. All right. So as you enter the room, you almost immediately pick up a sense of sorrow. Almost like as if somebody had recently just crashed in there. Just sadness, depressed, crying. Though there's certainly nothing physical to suggest as much. You can see upon walking in a unmade bed, now missing a blanket, a small writing desk, whereupon there appears to be a small journal on it with a yellow writing utensil right by it, and of course the open closet that shows the unopened chest, 2 sacks, and now slightly less bundle of clothes. And a mirror is standing off in the corner of the room.
Jet is looking in the mirror.
Jet, you see a very dusty version of yourself. It walks as you walk, and it talks as you talk, albeit with a silent voice. And it seems to be you. It's a little disconcerting.
I was honestly half expecting you to be like, you do not see your reflection.
You don't see.
You see dust.
You see Jolene floating in the distance, but you don't see you.
Into the closet, Jolene goes to check and see what nobody knows. Man.
What are you doing in
check
the
my brain.
closet?
Huh?
What are you doing in the closet?
Jolene is going to start ruffling through the bags,
Okay.
trying to look for anything that might be medical supplies or possibly medicinal in nature, as far as she can tell.
As you are rifling through the bags, you pick up various different smaller bags within it, as well as what appear to be some utensils of sort. It's hard to make out exactly what they are for, but they are roughly fashioned. Either they are something Doc carries on themselves at all times, or it's something that they crafted here from their, powers, more or less. It appears Doc has been somewhat busy while you all have been gone and doing your own thing. And it seems that she's trying to establish maybe some kind of medical space. The bags, the tinier bags, seem to be filled with various different small powders of indiscernible use.
Trying to just make sure not to spill anything. Keep putting things back as I go. Just muttering. Well, I don't know what this does, but maybe. This maybe. Who knows what this is? And then, as she finishes rifling through the bags, she's going to try and get the chest open.
The chest appears to be locked.
Well, can't get in there. We'll have to maybe talk and get to this later, unless we find a key. But, Jolene's gonna look around and just check to make sure there's not a key in here.
You don't see anything immediately.
Well, with that, Jolene is making mental notes of the things she's found, just like any colors of the powders and such, just so she can remember it in case Doc wakes up but needs help, getting better. And then she's gonna come out and start trying to check around the room to see if she can find a key, because she wants to get in that chest and just make sure there's nothing in there that might be useful.
And you're looking in the main room now?
Yep, this room proper.
Okay. The only thing that seems to be able to catch your attention is the book that is on the writing desk.
Okay. Jolene is wary about touching things that are paper too much, sticky and such, making for possible ruination. So she's gonna turn to Jet and Azurith and say, "Darlings, could one of you open the book and check? We might need to see if she has any notes on herself. Make sure that if we can find any medical knowledge or any knowledge about what is going on."
Azurith, why don't you go ahead and do that? I'm looking in this mirror, and then I'm gonna check around as some other stuff.
Sure thing. I can do that. He goes and climbs up to check on the book and gently open it.
As you open the book, you see not the scrawlings of a diary, but instead what appears to be one Pokemon's attempt at keeping themselves from boredom. It appears to be filled with various different diseases, their categorizations, and how you are supposed to work with them. Probably the knowledge of Doc implemented into a small book that she carried with her to keep her mind off of things.
This is about diseases, how they are, how they work, and how to treat them.
Well,
Guess,
then, you go ahead.
guess she really was. Her name fits her job.
Well, then, darling, maybe we can read the descriptions and see if we can find a disease or some such that matches what's going on with her right now. Then we can figure out what tools that we have available that we can use to heal her.
Alrighty then.
Jolene is going to float just above of Azurith so that she can also be reading.
Azurith will be reading it aloud and is going through the book one page at a time.
All right. Go ahead and roll me 2 insight rolls, please.
Alright. Ow.
Well, not just you. I meant both of you.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just roll one, and Jolene, you roll the other.
Okay.
No.
I
I
will
had a
say
good
we have some rerolls available.
Ah!
Oh, I think we need those rerolls.
As well.
Yeah.
Alright, how many
I mean,
do
as
you?
far as I'm concerned, Azurith already had a reroll.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that works.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh no, you're
I
good.
I thought you wanted me to roll twice, Rygon.
Yeah.
My apologies. I meant each of you just to roll once. My
Is
mind
there-
is a little distracted, trying to come up with the next bit.
Ah,
I apologize.
yeah. Well, should I... Oh, God dang it, that's not what I meant to press. God dang it. There's the button. I was trying to tab back into the game, and then I just realized I was actually in the game. Should I use a reroll if we have another one, or do you think that's necessary?
Yeah, I'd say both of you can do another reroll. Well, you did have a reroll that wasn't until after the reroll was accepted.
So I will reroll again.
Yep, both of you can reroll again.
Okay.
Come on, lucky dice. Ah!
As you're
0.
reading the book out loud, the words, phrases, and sentences all kind of seem to blur into each other. Oh god, now I actually have to come up with some disease off the top of my head. Frenzied soil. The shadowed vein. Cushions, boils, and so on and so forth. However, Jolene, you do manage to catch a single word that takes your attention. Frost.
She hears that, she's going to say, read more on that one. Let's see if we can figure out how to treat that. That might be relevant, seeing as she's frosted over.
Sure. The rest of the book was jumbled pile of mess I couldn't read. But this one should work. And he will go and read thoroughly through that one.
The Frost's Edge. The Frost Edge is an ailment that a Pokemon acquires whenever they are exposed either to extreme cold and have plant-like qualities, or they are subject to a monster known as the Grasping Chill. The Frost's Edge is an ailment that a Pokemon can naturally recover from within about a month. However, depending upon the state of the Pokemon before they acquire it, it can be deadly. In order to help hasten recovery, Ember Berries are required. Ember Berries can be found near areas where extreme aggression has recently taken place.
Huh. That's deadly for her. She was not in a well state. 2, that was absolutely definitely a monster, now confirmed. 3, where's aggression? Where do we go?
Actually, what
Stop.
about the house right next door? We're not really certain what happened there yet, but people definitely died there.
That's definitely true, darling. We might go check and see if there's any berries growing around there. Going to double check if there's a description of the berries, just so we know what they look like and such.
The berry itself looks to be a small bush-like plant, where its berries appear to have 3 thorns sticking out of it. each tip of the thorn appearing to carry a small flame. The other description states that it can grow either above or below ground and usually lasts about the period of 2 weeks before it dies off, should there be no further bloodshed on its soil.
So maybe tomorrow we go look around that place? How fast does one grow? It's not like we could make our own aggression berries.
Well, darling, if the theory is correct, we could check in that hole in the center of the building and just check to see if it's growing below ground there, because there was definitely some aggression in that building. Definitely worth checking, at least.
Fair enough. Jet, what do you think?
I agree with Jolene on this. Checking that other house, I think, is our best bet on all of this. Checking around it and inside of it, and then definitely inside the hole.
Alright. Then I think we should do that tomorrow.
Agreed.
Indeed.
Jet, how have you been messing around with the mirror?
With the mirror, he was just looking around it, on the walls and stuff, as well as the back of the mirror. Otherwise, he's kind of just going around the room and doing a thorough looking through everything.
As you
same
are
with the
messing
closet.
around with the mirror, you happen to kind of swivel it over, and you find a key on the back, stuck there with a plant and sap, like a leaf. It's kind of like stuck to a leaf and sap.
He will pop the key off.
Okay.
Well, I found a key. Did Jolene mention the chest?
No.
I'll say. Wait,
Well, he is saying out loud that he found the key.
yeah, okay. Jolene will say, "Oh, well, darling, try the chest in there, in the closet there. It was locked, and maybe it goes to that."
All right. And he will go do so.
Okay. Are you unlocking the chest?
Yes.
All right. The key inserts itself into the chest, and with a satisfying click, pops open.
What is
Inside
inside?
of the chest. Inside of the chest, it is largely empty, save for a single badge. Lying right there in the center of the chest appears to be one of Starlight's guild's badges, and you can faintly see blood is on it.
A fresh blood or really old blood?
It looks really dry.
Okay.
That made everyone in their seats stop what they were doing, look over at the screen, and be like, "What?"
I had a feeling it was old blood, but that was definitely concerning for a second.
I already have an idea of what that is.
I'm thinking it's the badge of John.
Yep.
Most likely.
That would make sense.
There's an old badge here. It's got blood on it. An old guild badge.
I'm sorry. Blood?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a... Well, I guess that's not necessarily a bad sign so much as it's a worrisome sign. Why is there a guild badge with blood on it in a chest in Doc's room?
I'm thinking that it might have to do with that John that Doc kept mentioning. I think Doc may have been involved with one of the people that Martinez killed.
That's definitely a possibility, darling. Well, it might be a rough on her if we ask her, but I feel like we need more information. So once we get her in better health, we might have to start asking the hard questions.
Rygon, how big is the chest?
It's relatively decent size. It's almost the size of you, actually.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to ask some hard questions. However, I will say this container could be rather useful for the thing that Argus is making with Amos.
Storage for supplies? Oh,
Yes,
nice and
storage
bundled.
for storage for supplies, keep them protected from the frankly crazy weather we keep having here. There's a lot that could be done with it.
And we zoom on over to Amos and Argus. What are you two up to?
Well,
I
just
would
for
probably
the record,
try.
Yes.
I was going to say that Jet was going to be trying to push the chest out and take it to him.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
No worries. Thank you.
Argus would probably be trying to lead Amos up to the attic where we could start grabbing lids. The wooden lids.
Okay.
Amos is grumbling as he follows around Argus.
Why are you grumbling so much? Did I do something wrong?
No, you're fine. It's just... never mind.
No. Do you know where we could find any metal stakes?
I'm not sure. Maybe there's a garage, or not garage, but maybe there's a closet or something. Some supplies.
I know we used some for the window, and it worked really, really well. So I think those would be better than using Jolene glue.
I would prefer using anything over using Jolene glue.
I mean, Jolene glue is tasty, but it's probably not going to last long. Especially not in the powdered water.
Yeah, no.
Let's see if we put some of these lids together. But we need a way for them to be flat. Otherwise, it would give Doc a very bumpy ride.
Amos, are you going to move your character to?
There we go.
All right, you will
How
all
big
enter.
is
Go ahead.
how big is one lid?
The size of one lid is probably about like a 3x3.
Okay. So big enough that one lid would work for Doc?
It would work for Dragon. She'd be like kind of spilling out of it, but yeah, it could potentially work.
We'll probably want at least 1.5 lids. And then we'll need
Alright.
a way to drag it. 'Cause she's big. We don't want her hanging off, do we?
You could try
Argus is...
to.
Dang.
You could try to tie sheets or something to it, or if we have any rope or string we could pull with.
Our rope is kind of limited right now. I don't know if we found any extra. Wait, there was a thingy in the other room. Our Argus is going to dash out and go to the room with the broken window and the little thing over here in this corner.
Okay. That
The-
is not a rope, that is a screen.
Yes. The screen,
Mhm.
which I'm guessing is probably bigger than
You'd be correct.
Yee. We could use this. We just need to find a way to solidify it. Make it so it's not all wobbly.
And how do we do that?
With the metal stakes, the small ones. We could put them in between these things so that it makes it go straight. In between the joints. Actually, I have an idea, Amos. Amos, we're gonna be geniuses and they're gonna love us. So Argus is going to fold up the screen and start dragging it back into
Okay.
the room with the boxes.
Sure thing. It folds up relatively easily, if with a bit of a rusty squeak, and you're able to bring it back.
Actually, maybe keeping it foldable is good. So we just need a way to drag it. And he's going to look at the boxes for metal stakes in the boxes.
You do see that each of the boxes carries a number of the metal stakes that are all kind of nailed in more or less at each of its edges and corners.
We can use these. We just need to empty a box so that it's not going to make everything fall over. Will you help me with that?
Sure.
Yay!
Argus just kind of goes and uses his front paws to push over a box.
Don't break everything in it!
A bunch of the bottles spill out, and several of them crack, and you can hear a hiss. Ooh. Kind of comes out of them.
I didn't want them to all be broken. We needed to be careful about pulling them out.
Oops.
Oops is right. Argus is doing damage control, trying to sort between the broken bottles and the non-broken bottles now.
The broken bottles vibrate in your claws as the whatever it is inside of them escapes.
What are even in these bottles?
The anti-monster stuff. It's what made the monsters go away, and the other monsters, and the monster fog. It makes bad things go away. I like it. It,
Well, I
it
guess
is
we're
my
gonna
favorite.
have bad things stay away for a bit.
Yeah, because I used it a little bit. But it doesn't actually seem to work on if it's not in the machine. They only work if they're in the machine. Yeah, Argus is just sorting the bottles, pulling the other bottles out of the thing.
What thing?
The box. Words are hard, I'm sorry.
You are able to pull a number of the bottles out, and before long they are set off to the side.
And then okay, Amos, we need to get the nails out, or the iron stakes out of this. So first we should probably try to take off one of the walls. You try to push and I will pull.
All right, well, let's give it a go then. Amos
Okay,
like
go ahead.
tries to push on one of the walls with his forepaws.
And Argus is pulling on the other side of that wall.
Okay. The box flips over onto Amos.
Ah,
Wait, what?
You didn't specify exactly how. So, in my mind, I'm assuming that one of you is inside the box, trying
That's
to push,
what I was thinking.
and the other one's on the outside of the box, trying to pull, and, well, unfortunately, physics has caused a flip.
Oh no, Amos, the box ate you!
And thus, Amos was gone.
can you get the box off me?
Our Argus is going to try to move the box off of Amos.
Right, roll me a strength check.
Oh no. It's down here. Haha!
You managed to easily, with your short little dinosaur arms, to pull the box off of the trapped puppy.
I'm a savior.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
You don't sound very convinced.
Amos just like pats Argus with one of his paws.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I mean, isn't the praise what you want?
I mean, yes, but it feels slightly condescending.
Does Argus understand the concept of condescending?
A bit. He knows it exists.
Well, yeah, but does he know that it exists in a fashion outside of a criminal walking down a set of stairs?
No. Okay, so maybe we should just try to take it off one piece of wood at a time.
All right, well,
So, our Argus is going to pull out his trusty meteorite stick and start using it to pry pieces of wood off.
I mean, it can do many things, but it doesn't quite have the edge for that.
Yeah, I
Dang
was
it.
gonna say, how?
Leverage.
It's a roughly round ball on top of a stick.
Leverage.
I'll be honest. I've been thinking this whole time that it had like a sharp edge and then a dull edge, because I
That's
thought it
what
was
I
like
was
a piece
thinking.
of a shrapnel of a meteor.
I was
Right.
viewing it like a moon rock, which is just kind of more rounded all over, but it's not exactly like a smooth round. It's more like a potato round.
Ah,
A potato round.
Mm-hmm.
It is round potato.
potato.
It is potat.
Yeah.
Wait.
So, okay, he's going to use his claws and his mouth to try to pry off pieces of wood one at a time.
Amos is gonna try to use his mouth to pull off pieces as well.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to ask Amos if he could help.
Go ahead, both of you, roll me some strength. There's
We are
hoping you
the
don't get
strongest.
splinters.
And I have strong jaw, so I think using my mouth should be maybe bonus.
And this
Okay.
is where Argus winds up becoming scared of wood.
It stabs you. No, you both are eventually able to wrestle off a piece of wood from one of the boxes. It takes you a while with much grunting and on Amos's part swearing, but eventually you succeed.
I love that.
And Amos, I will allow you to swear. However, you have to come up with some creative swears. Your character doesn't know fuck or shit.
Okay.
May I recommend blit and bloit and flack?
Ah, blit.
Maybe. I need
Have
to
you guys
think of some, but my brain is very brained
have you
out.
guys seen Inventing Swear Words?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's an
Mm-mm.
old little series, World of Warcraft machinima thing. Where the entire concept was they were inventing swear words. I just pulled up their they actually have a definitions of them. You got blit, which is a noun. Malicious, evil, selfish, unpleasant, or otherwise contemptible person. Timmy's mom is a blit. Anything difficult or unpleasant. That job was a blit. Any part of anything, whether one's body or a part of an object. I'm going to kick you in the blit. Then you got bloit, a verb. To complain, gripe. Stop bloiting. To fumble, mess up, drop the ball. I bloited that one. To strike, act carelessly, wastefully, or foolishly. He bloited me in the foot. There's also
Wow.
bloit phrasal verb. Just bloit it. Bloit off. I bloited all day. And bloit
we definitely can't use
interjection.
those
Well, why not?
because they're from a different series.
Yeah, you gotta make your own.
Yeah, Rygon has a point, Zim.
Fine, go
Yeah.
bloit
Jar Mouth
yourself.
PCs.
Go bloit yourselves, your chack and blitz.
God.
Such language.
Such vulgar language. Do we need to move you to the timeout well?
I think you
But
should.
that's your challenge, Amos.
All right.
Challenge accepted.
I highly recommend watching the series. It's great. Maybe we should do it
Sure.
next movie night.
All right.
Okay.
So, what do you two do? You have yourself a piece of wood.
I want to try to pull the nails off of the wood.
Okay. It is a bit difficult. You're gonna need a little bit of help.
Amos, can you help a bit? It's hard.
Yeah, sure. Amos is gonna try to help.
So, how are you two planning to get the nails out? They're flush with the wood. They're like nailed in.
I
Well, they
was
do have the ends
thinking-
sticking out.
I was thinking ripping the wood around the nail, and then once the nail's splintered, we can get it out easier.
Okay.
Amos
Then
is
I-
just gonna try
Go
and
ahead.
claw at it a bit.
Okay. Go ahead and attack that wood. Give me 2 strikes.
Dex fight brawl.
I believe so. Yep, Dex fight brawl.
Yeah, I strike.
You miss.
Strike.
You both
Oh.
scramble and scrabble, and you go at that. And unfortunately, neither of you are able to even so much as get one single nail exposed. They're just in too deep to the wood.
Dang it! These metal stakes are awesome, but so hard to use. Well, it's almost like you're not supposed to pull them out. Maybe there's another. Can I look around for a tool? Maybe there's a tool to get the metal stakes out.
Or
Maybe they're put together. Maybe there's a tool to take them apart.
Yeah, Argus wants to look around the place for a tool.
I suggest over here the workbench full of tools.
Yeah, Argus is going to look at the workbench full of tools for her tool to get the metal stakes out.
You see a variety of different objects laying out before you. Their purpose a little unknown. One seems to be like a long blade with serrated teeth on one end. Another one seems to be a fierce, just grabber thing, probably meant to hurt people. And yet another one appears to be kind of flat, with a sharp blade on the very bottom that you're not really sure what it's for. The tools
Maybe-
are many and they are confusing.
Argus is going to grab the grabber thingy. Maybe it's used to grab the thingies and push them out or pull them out.
You now have a pair of grabber thingies.
Amos, hold the board down.
All right. Amos is gonna stand on the board.
I'm thinking with the pointy parts of the nails facing down. And Argus is going to take the grabber thingy and try to grab at the metal stake heads and try to pull them out.
As Amos is standing on the piece of wood, the bottom of the nails, which are keeping the wood slightly elevated above, slowly begin to push down. And each of the nail heads kind of like pop out just a little bit as the board becomes flush with the floor.
Amos, you're a genius!
Well, we got one out.
Actually, I think that was 2. I don't know. I don't know numbers. But you're a genius. You got all the nails. Like, we could get them out now.
Yeah, we can take these things apart.
Argus is going to start using the grabber thingy to pull the nails out now that they're revealed a little bit.
The task is now surprisingly easy, with the nails having been loosened as such, and before long you have yourself a collection of around 8.
Yee! So,
And thank you for the stretch, Zim.
I think maybe we should get like lots of these because they're also really sharp. So any extra we get, we can use if we need to. You go stand on more planks. Go pull more off and stand on them, and I can start nailing a rope or something around the top part of this foldy thingy, and then we can use it.
All right, sounds good to me. We get this thing built.
So Argos is going to take what is left of his rope. It isn't much. It's like, what was it? A shorter end of a rope?
Yeah, although I'm sure it's probably been supplemented by other lengths of rope found about.
And he's going to nail one end with 4 nails to one side of the thing, and then nail the other one over, so it's like a hoop, like the kind you would hang a painting with.
Okay.
But
The
on
screen-
the short end.
You are able to nail in, assumedly with meteorite as your blunt
Yes.
tool. And it goes through the screen fairly easily. However, the nails are now sticking out of the bottom of the screen.
That's not good.
Yeah, that might be a little dangerous.
Can I whack the nail with my meteorite to make them flatten against the wood?
Yes, you
like
can.
bend the nails.
Yes, you can. And eventually you are able to do so with 4 sharp whacks.
And okay, Amos, help me. Let's test it out. And he's going to unfold the thing in the room. the little screen.
Okay. It unfolds. You have a piece of rope attached to it in the shape of like a horse collar.
Amos, stand on the screen.
Amos sits on the screen.
That is not what I said, but okay. And Argus is going to try dragging him around the room.
Okay. It works. You're able to drag the fire puppy around the room in a very Wii-like fashion.
Whee!
And now one more thing that might help out.
Now we need
Come
a whip.
with- Our
no.
Argus is going to fold it up again. Come with me, Amos.
All right.
You see this bed sheet? The blanket?
Yeah. Do you think we should?
We're going
put it
to
on the
nail
screen?
it to it so that it's like a pocket. And then it can keep her warm and also stop her from falling off.
All right. I was thinking the same thing.
You're smart. So they're going to take the blanket, and we're going to need more than 8 nails. Okay, you stand on them. I'll rip them off, or rip the planks off for you to stand on.
All right. Let's get to it.
And we're just going to be ripping off planks, and Amos is going to stand on them, and then rip off planks, and Amos will stand on them.
Would this be about the time that Jet would be coming
Yes.
or going to find them?
Probably.
Yeah. It took some puppy power, but eventually you were able to get the heavy chest up the stairs, I assume.
Oh, no, he was taking it out to the living room.
Oh, okay.
And it is a heavy chest?
It is a heavy chest. It's the size of you.
Well, I mean, When you say heavy, I'm thinking you're talking about like one of those really dense, heavy woods that basically when you put something made of them somewhere, you do not plan to move it ever again.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those.
Ah. So not something that we could realistically pull around on the sled.
No.
Okay. In that case, as soon as Jet was trying to move it out, he would have given up. Like, yeah, this isn't going to work. But...
Roll on the injury table to see if you popped your back.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, roll on
He
the injury
is
table
actu-
to see if you phased through it by accident and got stuck halfway in the chest. And now you're a turtle.
He is going to go looking for Amos and Argus, so...
You hear a grinding sound coming from upstairs, and intuitively you figure it must be them.
Since the other two are going through the book, he's going to go give them the idea that he had there. Guys, you up here? Hello?
We're here!
Yeah, we're working on something.
Ah. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Though, I kind of hadn't... Go ahead.
We're still gonna add a thingy.
What are you going to add?
We're going to nail a or to use the metal stakes to put the blanket on to make it a pocket to keep her warm and to stop her from falling out.
That's a great idea. I was wondering about us trying to find something like a container. Because we found a chest down there, but I think it might be too heavy. But actually, maybe one of these boxes could be attached to it. We empty it out or even bring some of what's in there with us. And that way we've got a safe...
We could take apart the boxes. See? And he's pointing to all the little planks that they have lying around. So we could make a smaller box that can fit on it. Because the big ones are kind of heavy.
Well, that
Amos
would
fell
work.
in one.
Something that we could put various supplies into, because we can only carry so much ourselves in our bags here. So, anyways, just wanted to pass that along.
Could we feasibly take like a couple of the planks and build a small little box at the end of the screen?
You could. The only thing limiting you is just the number of nails.
Which we can always get more from more boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I love boxes.
So if you want to succeed at that, however, you are going to have to roll me a logic. This will determine whether or not you have the wherewithal to even know how to put a box together.
Ah, fair.
But I will say you have advantage simply because, well, there are plenty of examples around you.
And I'm clever. But yes, examples. Logic. Wow. My rolls today.
Amos, if you want to help, you can.
Just for the record, we are out of rerolls, so...
I miss.
I take that back, we have a new reroll.
I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, that was hilarious.
That was
I love
perfectly
rerolls.
timed.
Can
we all
we use
need to use
can we use a reroll?
You will fall yet.
Alright, I am okay with you using a reroll, and Varian has also granted you an additional die to your roll.
Oh.
I don't mind you. I'm not doing anything.
I don't mind.
Okay, that's 2 successes.
You succeed and make a small rudimentary box at the end of the sled.
Now we can put things in it. It does not have really an opening because I don't know hinges. Unless, oh, would I know how to do this? Using little bits of rope as a hinge.
I'd say probably not that one. That one's probably something most average people would think of.
The basically making a floppy box by having rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair. I'm not average, I guess. So yeah, they'll make a box. It doesn't really have a lid, so we'll use a sheet or a blanket. That would work.
Okay.
Yep.
And
And
now
now-
we
Go
have
ahead.
a little pocket, we have a little chest, and it's foldable, though the box kind of sticks out.
I mean, it's foldable to an extent considering the blanket, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this should work.
Well, congratulations. You have yourself a new sled.
Yay, congratulations, sir.
Now, what do you do?
We go take it downstairs to show off to everyone.
All right. Then Batman logo in and out. Downstairs you go.
Dang it, we should have collected more nails. How many extra do we get? We need our Jolene Gatling nail gun.
I'll say altogether, the leftover nails you had before you left was probably around 5.
Okay. 5 is better than I expected.
Feel free to bring your tokens over if you're coming downstairs.
Yes. I am so proud of this sled. Argus will be pulling it and he will be happy. One day he will invent the wheel. That day is not today.
All right, Jolene, Azurith, are you still in that room hanging out?
Say, once we've, confirmed the treatment and the things that are needed for it, and like any other things besides just the berries that we might need, confirmed if we have those, Jolene would, as best as we can, Jolene would want to go into the living room.
Okay.
So.
Feel free to move your tokens.
Yep.
Guys, we made the sled.
What
And
you
we
call
were
it?
smart.
There's a little box for us to carry crap along with us.
Yeah, that was Jet's idea.
You all see the like shittily looking box and like a little tumbleweed in the background.
We worked hard on this sled.
Yeah. Jolene is going to say, "Well, that's very good, darling. You did a good job." And then she's going to mention, and since the Jet, I don't know if Jet did or not, that she found the treatment plan. I can't think of how I want to word it in character, but she would just explain what we read out.
So, she's afflicted by an ailment that's gonna last for about a month, possibly more, unless we get some aggression berries.
Ember berries.
Ember berries that grow when aggression has happened recently. Like what has probably happened over in the building next door.
do we have to go back?
Yes, darling, we do have to go back. We have to make sure Doc gets better.
This is for Doc.
Yeah.
Also, Doc has a lot of things written in her stuff about medical. If she passes away, then who will be as smart as her or as good as her for the medical stuff? So, we're gonna
Okay.
go there tomorrow. And we shouldn't come back without those ember berries.
Should we leave the Amos and Argus dragging device behind?
Yeah. I don't want that thing to get wrecked.
That's its official name. The Amos and Argus dragging device.
Let me think. It's like Amos and Argus.
The AADD.
Right. So the ad. Come on,
Yep.
Doc. It's ad time. And speaking of which, that's the end of today's session.
Wait, really?
We've nearly reached our end points. I know Jolene is usually pretty groggy at about this time, so I'd like to get our end session out of the way. Of course, we can go longer, but that's only if, a majority of people want to continue.
I'm good as is.
Been feeling pretty groggy for the past hour.
Say, I'm not as groggy as I normally would be, but I am having trouble focusing on things. So
That's what I figured. Then Jolene and Amos, I'll have you two go first. Jolene first, then Amos. Jolene, something you liked about the session, something you felt could have been improved, and a burning thought or idea.
I liked the worry that was brought in over Doc's safety because of the creature fog. I've already forgot what it's called, but I liked that because that kind of incentivizes us to go outside of the house and explore, or a bit more in that other area that I think we wanted to go back to anyway. But now we have a very good reason for doing so.
Yep.
I can't think of anything that needs to be improved offhand. If I do think of anything, I'll probably just message you, but I honestly can't think of anything. And burning thought or idea is that, I think that it's more that a thing I'm looking forward to finding out if we can convince Doc to spill the beans is if John is the first victim of can't think of his name now. Martinez. Yeah, first victim of Martinez, or if he was one from the group that they sent after him, and if that was her spouse, I guess. See if we can get more information on that, what happened there, so we can kind of form more opinions, because Martinez has been being very nice for someone who supposedly killed a bunch of people, and while he might be just playing games with us, Jolene is having second thoughts.
Okay. Amos, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
I don't know, I kind of like our little crafting session, even though it was my brain was not computing ideas for it for whatever reason. But I was kind of neat to kind of figure that out.
Okay.
And I don't really have anything coming to mind for improvements at the moment. And burning idea is definitely what Lyndon said, Yeah, something definitely is there's definitely some history with Doc and Martinez, and the person they obviously care a lot for, John, and whatever happened to them. So it's definitely interested in figuring out more about that when we can get Doc to come too.
Okay. And I do want everyone to be reminded, the situation as it has developed was a result of a Tier 2 insert drama donation. Imagine what would have happened had we had a Tier 4.
Go off,
Um,
Doc.
Azurith, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
what to say I liked about it? I liked the session. Just overall. But what would be my favorite part? The puzzle. Best part of the session, the puzzle.
I like the puzzle.
The puzzle was amazing. It was good. I felt accomplished. Something that could be improved. I don't want to continue taking the spotlight, guys. I mean, as much as I like speaking, I don't want to hog the spotlight. Even if
But
it
you look
moves
so
things
good in the
along.
light. Your scales are all shiny.
I know. But I want to share the spotlight. I don't want to be the one constantly leading and feel like I'm taking the spotlight away from everyone. That's just me. So, it might have been hard at that time.
I personally thought that was me for at least part of it.
Oh, wow.
I thought it
Hey.
was me for a little bit of it, and that's why I got quiet.
I think we're all okay on that front, actually, personally.
Alright,
Dude.
so I guess it is just literally speaking up. Okay, I stand corrected. Burning thought or question, did Martinez actually walk into the house?
Who knows?
Did Martinez actually ever exist, or was it just drawn by from her torment and memories?
The world may never know.
Right.
Argus, something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
I loved the puzzle, and I loved getting the chance to make the sled at the end. I've been wanting to do something like that with Argus for a while, which is why he was so excited about the whole prospect, because he loves, just messing with things. He gets to show off his little genius, and I love it. And I thank you for the opportunity, and I thank Zim for getting Argus to do it.
I had
And,
that idea last night to get that made, and I'm like, I mean, I'll let Argus do it.
I approve. And I loved, that I was proven right that it was Monster Fog. Something I thought could be improved, the black background on the puzzle.
Sorry?
And burning question. Will there actually be ember berries there? Also,
a great
couldn't there
question.
be ember berries under our porch? Just a thought.
Just a thought. That's a good thought. All right, and finally, Zim. Something you liked, something you felt could have been improved, burning thought or idea.
I mean, most of what I was going to say has been taken. I
mean, in all fairness, you don't have to say something different. Just say something that you liked.
He
Well, I
doesn't
like the
sound like he's
puzzle,
copying
even.
something.
I did like
Sorry.
the fact that you pulled out a puzzle. That was very creative use. Even if, like, we were complaining
A
about...
resplendent offering.
Octothekits untipped $50.
Octo, thank you so much for that donation. The donation goal has been fully completed.
Very nice. Too bad we're at the very end. So we've got a few little things that could happen. One, obviously we could continue and more could be done. I don't think the players are up for that though.
No.
2, we allow
I'm
this
up
to be
for it.
spilled over for the next donation. Or 3, we use the money to maybe potentially be put in for an NPC icon. Or 4, we just allow it to let go, and Zim, you get to enjoy your spoils.
I'm leaning towards third or fourth thing. NPC icon would be great. Zim, you need more money.
I could use it to pay rent, yeah. Or
You know
maybe
what?
get more groceries, because I am running low on a few things.
Yeah,
I
Zim.
feed you food from Chick-fil-A every day now. It's good food.
You've given me something 2 or 3 times.
4 days. 4 times.
Okay, listen. Zim, take the money and be less stressed. Okay?
Okay.
Got it. Cool. Anyone else have any objections?
No, Zim need money.
Nope.
Zim take money.
Wonderful. Zim, money's all yours.
And
Wait,
Octo,
Okay.
you and I can get together later, and we can come up for something special related to your donation, because I don't want you to feel like it has been wasted. So get with me later, and we'll figure something out.
So
I know
yeah, keep
Octo's
it
at
maybe Octo
MFF
will
right now.
appear. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
have a shiny artillery appear.
It doesn't have to be anything immediate, but go ahead and continue with what you were saying, Zim. Something you liked, something you felt could be improved, etc., etc.
Well, yeah, I like the puzzle. I always love puzzles. Jigsaw puzzles. Something to improve. Well, like, the only things coming to mind there are, like, more hints, but you're usually really good about that anyways, so... Because, like, I've got no idea where to even begin looking for the third key.
Well,
we
on that one,
never
I
looked
can...
at our paper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
never
got-
looked at the paper behind the painting, and you never looked at the
Right.
paper that you got from the statue.
Oh wait, there was a. Oh, I thought that was a shredded piece of paper.
Yeah.
No, the shredded.
I apologize. Oh well. Oops.
Well, thank you, Octo.
The shredded
I
paper
really
was the stuff that
appreciate it.
came out of the chimney.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now we know what to do for next time.
Burning question. What is actually up with Martinez?
A great question.
Is
It's
he
like-
good?
I mean, I guess he could be fattening us up to eat us, but he'd probably give us a more bountiful feast if that were the case.
He's
Instead, it kind
slowly
of seemed
working
like
on it.
basic rations.
Yeah.
Like fancy, but basic.
I'm wondering if he's just what's the word? If he's not actually the one who did the deed, but is actually being framed.
I'm wondering
Who
if that
knows?
might be the case. I'm wondering if it's self-defense. Everybody's convinced that, if everybody is convinced and certain that you are a criminal and you murdered somebody, I personally wouldn't go in willingly. At least not in this kind of situation where, forensic science doesn't really exist. It basically would come down to a trial of I think they did it. And that would be the end of it.
Who knows?
Part of me is worried that if Doc does die, we might wind up being accused of killing Doc ourselves.
I wonder if maybe he is a killer, but he's what's the word? Recompensing. And if he can be the one to give us ember berries because of the conflict he's caused.
I am certain that Rygon is just playing therapist mind games with us.
Innocent whistle.
But Martinez is not seeming like a bad guy. And there is the fact that the only people he's killed outside of the original, which who knows what happened there, was potentially self-defense.
Let's go and put a pin in that conversation. Thank you all so much for coming on by to this session. And I hope that you all enjoyed. And I look forward to seeing you all for next time. To my players, thank you for coming and playing. You all have been a joy to have. Thank you.
Rygon, you're a great DM.
RZ, Rygon, are you two going to keep streaming?
I'll
No.
be streaming a little bit of Payday for a little bit longer. Maybe. But I'll
Maybe.
be right back.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the
All right.
recording then.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
all for
should too.
joining.
Yeah.
And thank you all so much for coming by for the Starlight Expeditions Pokerole. Check out our website, cgfgaming.com. We have links for our website, Wow, I messed this up. Thank you all so much for coming on by. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. You guys are the ones that keep this channel going. I seriously cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu. I'll be back shortly.
Hey, you too.
You all can say bye now.
Bye
Bye now.
now.